A dizzying montage of abstract digital imagery and scrolling code flashes across the screen, a blur of information overload. Suddenly, a pristine white, smiling Guy Fawkes mask appears, filling the entire screen with its unsettling gaze. The single mask multiplies, thousands of identical faces now covering every inch of the display. A chilling, unified front. A disembodied voice declares, "We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us." In the dark server room, an eerie glow pulses from endless rows of machines. A silent digital heartbeat. A tangled spaghetti of black and colored cables snakes across the floor, connecting metal boxes in an intricate web. The unseen data flows through this intricate network, a relentless, rhythmic pulse of pure machine power. The invisible network hums, a silent symphony of data flowing, connecting, processing, unseen by human eyes. This is the heart of the digital world, where information breathes and lives, powering a world beyond these walls. New York City, 2003. The street pulses with a chaotic symphony of life, a vibrant backdrop to the unfolding day. Amidst the urban ballet, Christopher Poole, a lanky 16-year-old, navigates the crowds, a solitary figure. Headphones cocoon him from the city's roar, his gaze distant, lost in a world only he can perceive. His eyes, fixed beyond the immediate bustle, hint at a mind already constructing new digital realities. He moves through the throng, an introverted architect of the future, silently shaping unseen spaces. In the dim light of his bedroom, Christopher Poole hunches over his computer, his face illuminated by a faint blue glow. Empty soda cans and snack wrappers, a monument to a long night, pile high on his cluttered desk. His fingers dance across the keyboard, a flurry of motion creating lines of code on the screen. The rudimentary interface of 4chan flickers to life, a digital canvas for his late-night endeavors. The screen's glow reflects in his intense eyes, a silent testament to his unwavering focus. The screen erupts with the raw, untamed chaos of the early 4chan interface, a digital maelstrom of pixels and fleeting images. Pixelated anime characters flash across the screen, their vibrant forms a stark contrast to the stark, unmoderated text blocks. Nonsensical text scrolls by, a torrent of unbridled thought, creating a dizzying, overwhelming visual experience. The word anonymous appears and disappears, a haunting, insistent mantra echoing through the digital space. This digital anarchy, unbridled and raw, defines the very essence of the early 4chan aesthetic, a world without rules. A whirlwind of images and words, a testament to the wild, untamed spirit of the early internet, where chaos reigns supreme. Across the globe, teenagers are bathed in the electric blue glow of computer screens, their faces alight with uninhibited joy. A montage flashes, showcasing their vibrant laughter and expressions, lost in the digital world of memes and early internet culture. Their fingers fly across keyboards, a blur of motion as they coordinate pranks in the nascent chat rooms. A new era dawning. The atmosphere crackles with raw, youthful energy, an unseen force connecting them all in the digital ether. On a monitor, a target is identified, its digital presence stark against the screen. A flurry of coordinated messages, lines of text and images, flood the screen in a chaotic dance. A digital attack commences, a visual surge of data courses across the screen with fierce intensity. The data torrent targets a rival website, its digital defenses flickering under the assault. The collective power of forum users builds, a palpable force even in this ethereal digital realm. In a Fox News studio, a local news reporter stands, impeccably dressed, before a dramatic graphic of a Guy Fawkes mask. His face is set in an expression of exaggerated seriousness, his gaze intense. Behind him, a montage of vaguely threatening online content flashes across the screen, a chaotic, digital storm. The reporter declares, "These 4chan users are nothing short of the internet's hate machine." In separate bedrooms, teenagers are bathed in the eerie glow of computer screens, watching a news segment. Initial amusement, a fleeting chuckle or roll of the eyes, slowly fades from their faces. A shared, defiant smirk begins to spread across their faces, a silent agreement passing between them. Through the digital ether of their screens, a powerful understanding blossoms. A voice echoes, "If they want a threat, we'll give them one." Their eyes, once amused, now hold a fierce, unified resolve. A grainy, leaked video flickers to life, revealing a distorted image of Tom Cruise. His eyes, wide and almost bulging, stare out with an unsettling intensity. The low-resolution footage captures his face, almost grotesque in its fervent expression. An unnerving conviction emanates from him, bordering on a disturbing obsession. The unflattering video portrays a man consumed by an almost fanatical belief. In countless darkened bedrooms, the soft, eerie glow of computer screens illuminates the wide, transfixed eyes of anonymous users. Their faces are bathed in the light of a leaked video, their expressions a silent testament to its captivating power. Fingers fly across keyboards, unleashing a torrent of chaotic messages, exclamations, questions, and laughter into the digital void. A vibrant network of pulsating, glowing lines rapidly spreads across a digital globe, each line a new view or share, engulfing the world. Inside a sterile legal office, the air crackles with the frantic energy of a battlefield, a silent war unfolding. Lawyers in sharp suits, their faces grim, furiously type on keyboards, fingers flying across the keys with desperate speed. Monitors glow with a harsh blue light, revealing digital takedown notices flashing across countless online platforms. It's a desperate, relentless attempt to erase a video from existence, a digital ghost they cannot grasp. The digital space of the chat room, once a playground of lighthearted banter, now pulses with a dark, ominous energy. Messages flash across the screen, their tone shifting from amusement to outrage, a digital storm brewing. Phrases like censorship and "they can't hide the truth" appear with increasing, alarming frequency. A surge of new messages and digital avatars represents the collective, galvanized by perceived suppression. Their collective anger is palpable, a powerful, virtual roar echoing through the digital realm. A stark, blank digital screen flickers to life, a void waiting to be filled. Suddenly, stark white text materializes from the darkness. "We are anonymous." A voice, digitally warped and eerily formal, pierces the silence. "We are anonymous. We have watched you." The cold, distorted voice continues, its resonance chilling. "We have seen your abuses." The declaration echoes with chilling finality. "We declare war on the Church of Scientology." In a brightly lit data center, the main servers crash, their steady green lights flashing an alarming red. Technicians, their faces streaked with sweat, frantically type on keyboards and pull at cables in growing panic. Along the wall, fax machines spew endless black pages onto the floor, toner cartridges visibly draining. Phones on a nearby desk ring incessantly, their shrill cries adding to the overwhelming chaos. Employees run in every direction, their expressions a desperate mix of panic and utter confusion. The headquarters descends into a maelstrom of failing technology and human disarray, a true crisis unfolding. Under a bright Los Angeles sky, hundreds of figures stand in stark silence outside a modern Scientology building. Each wears an identical Guy Fawkes mask, their faces hidden behind the unsettling uniform grins. They hold aloft various protest signs, their messages unspoken but potent in the still air. Their silent, masked presence on the sidewalk is a powerful, unnerving statement. A rapid-fire montage ignites, showcasing masked protesters in a global display of defiance. In London, a roaring crowd chants, their signs bobbing in a rhythmic tide of protest. Paris witnesses Anonymous's masks standing stark against its historic architecture, a silent rebellion. In Berlin, a determined group holds their banners high, their resolve etched in every line. Each scene unfurls simultaneously, a testament to the coordinated global reach of Project Chanology. Across continents, a unified voice rises, echoing through cities in a powerful symphony of dissent. The newsroom pulses with a low hum of computers and hushed, anxious conversations, a hive of uneasy activity. Multiple large screens flicker, displaying news anchors whose faces are etched with confusion and alarm. Their voices narrate the unfolding mystery of Project Chanology, a digital storm brewing unseen. Graphics flash across the screens, prominently featuring the iconic Guy Fawkes mask, a chilling symbol of defiance. The mask, once a simple image, now stands as a stark, recognizable emblem of digital resistance and burgeoning chaos. The anonymous chat room glows with an ethereal light, a digital canvas alive with rapidly scrolling text. Messages of triumph and solidarity cascade across the screen, a relentless wave of collective celebration. Each line of text etches the story of a shared victory, a testament to their growing power. Project Chanology's success transforms Anonymous, forging them into a profound unified force. The screen glows with an ominous light, displaying a torrent of classified American diplomatic cables. Thousands of documents scroll by at a dizzying speed, a relentless digital avalanche of secrets. Each line of text represents a hidden truth, now exposed for the world to see. The sheer volume of information is overwhelming, a testament to the magnitude of the leak. In the sterile glow of corporate offices, executives are visibly stressed, their faces illuminated by computer monitors. Urgent alerts flash across their screens, signaling a critical disruption in payment processing. Financial transactions, once flowing freely, now show a stark and sudden halt. The abrupt cutoff of payments to WikiLeaks sends a palpable wave of tension through the room. Lines of code cascade down multiple monitors, a digital waterfall of intent. Glowing cursors and scrolling text represent anonymous users, their collective digital breath held in a chat room. An urgent whisper fills the digital air as a voice declares, in response to the WikiLeaks funding cutoff, Operation Payback is coordinated. Commands flash across the screens, targets identified with chilling precision. A digital war room igniting. The digital assault begins, a synchronized wave of data unleashed with furious intent. The screen pulses with a vibrant, menacing glow as the attack unfolds, a symphony of destruction. A swirling vortex of data streams and glowing lines pulses, revealing the digital heart of global finance. Suddenly, a torrent of malicious data floods the system like a digital tsunami, overwhelming its defenses. Towering data stacks, representing servers, flicker violently as warning lights flash an ominous red. Individual servers overload, their digital forms shattering into pixels before winking out of existence. The massive digital infrastructure of these financial giants crumbles, piece by digital piece, under the relentless assault. Against ancient Tunisian buildings, protesters surge forward, a human tide of defiance. Government forces meet them, forming a chaotic dance of resistance and control. The air vibrates with angry shouts, a symphony of raw tension. A shrill, distant wail of sirens cuts through the chaos, painting a vivid picture of unrest. Bodies clash violently in the street, each movement a desperate plea for change. In a digital realm, lines of text scroll rapidly across a screen, a torrent of anonymous communication. Anonymous members, mere usernames, coordinate, their collective focus fixed on Operation Arab Spring. Links and code snippets flash, tools to bypass censorship exchanged in a silent digital rebellion. Plans solidify, coordinated attacks on authoritarian government websites, defiance brewing in the digital ether. Mirrored banned content floods the chat, an unstoppable wave defying official suppression, a testament to digital freedom. Fluorescent lights hum over rows of servers, a sterile glow on the faces of technicians as they stare at monitors. Disbelief etches across their faces as screens flicker, displaying no signal or frozen, disconnected interfaces. The usual cacophony of whirring fans fades, replaced by an eerie, growing silence. One by one, the last few server lights flicker and die, plunging the room into oppressive darkness. The government's digital infrastructure collapses, their control over information severed, leaving them in profound silence. In a digital realm, lines of code and glowing text scroll rapidly, forming an ethereal landscape. Anonymous launches Operation Darknet, identifying websites hosting child abuse material. Usernames and IP addresses are exposed, shimmering like digital ghosts before vanishing. The dark web transforms into a battlefield, where digital justice is served, swift and unforgiving. The digital space of an anonymous chat room glows, lines of text scrolling up with chilling speed. Words on the screen are stark, filled with grim satisfaction and a steely, unyielding determination. The unseen weight of a momentous operation presses down, its moral urgency palpable and profound. This is unlike any other operation, etched with a gravity that resonates deep within the digital void. In a dimly lit hall, a chilling congregation of figures in white hoods gathers, their identities shrouded in shadow. The air crackles with hushed, venomous whispers as hateful ideologies are exchanged. Each obscured face adds to the unsettling anonymity, amplifying the sinister atmosphere. The room pulses with a dark energy, a chilling tableau of concealed prejudice. In a dark digital void, lines of code and glowing text cascade across the screen, a silent, ominous symphony. A stark message flashes, then solidifies. Operation KKK is announced, a chilling declaration echoing in the digital realm. Anonymous avatars fill the digital space, their collective resolve a palpable force, unseen yet undeniably present. A vow ripples through the network to unmask those hiding behind the hoods, exposing their names, numbers, and emails. The Kremlin control room hums with a palpable tension, thick and suffocating, as the day unfolds. A bank of towering monitors flickers, each screen broadcasting grim news reports of the Ukraine invasion. Russian officials, their faces etched with a grim focus, stare intently at the unfolding crisis on the screens. The only sounds are the low thrum of electronics and the hushed, urgent murmurs of strategists. Their expressions, a mix of resolve and apprehension, betray the immense weight of their decisions. The air crackles with an unspoken urgency, every breath held in anticipation of the next development. In a dark, anonymous digital space, lines of code scroll rapidly across multiple monitors, the air humming with barely contained energy. Fingers blur across keyboards in a flurry of intense activity, the silent symphony of a digital war. Targets are identified with chilling precision, marking the beginning of unseen digital operations. Immediately after the invasion, a stark declaration echoes. Anonymous declares war on the Kremlin. The digital battleground ignites, a silent storm of code and resolve as the war for information begins. Inside the Russian government servers, a chilling darkness descends as screens flicker, displaying ominous warnings of impending digital collapse. Suddenly, a cascade of Russian government websites, then Belarusian, go dark, their digital lifeblood abruptly severed. Massive streams of data, like digital rivers, pour out from the silent servers, a torrent of extracted secrets. The stolen information, now published, illuminates the digital void, a stark testament to the breach. The servers, once humming with power, now stand as silent monuments to a devastating digital attack, their secrets laid bare. On a large screen, a Russian state television broadcast shows a typical news segment, its composed images filling the airwaves. Suddenly, the broadcast glitches, a jarring interruption ripping through the smooth facade. The screen erupts with a montage of powerful anti-war messages and stark images, a defiant counter-narrative. The news anchors, their faces once composed, now show palpable confusion, their eyes darting, seeking answers. Their silent panic is a stark contrast to the urgent, unauthorized images now dominating the national broadcast. The tension in the studio is palpable, a silent battle playing out on live television. Under the Moscow sun, hundreds of yellow and white Yandex taxicabs converge on a bustling intersection. The sheer volume of vehicles creates a theatrical, almost choreographed, traffic standstill. Drivers, their faces etched with bewilderment, are trapped in this unexpected digital prank. Horns begin to blare, a cacophony of confusion echoing through the city. The gleaming cabs form an impossible, unmoving sea, a bizarre spectacle of modern chaos. The anonymous chat room screen glows with a cascade of digital messages, a torrent of triumph. Words like success and celebration flash across the interface, a dazzling display of victory. Interspersed with emojis and congratulatory remarks, the screen pulsates with a collective digital cheer. A powerful, almost surreal sense of victory emanates, a disruption of physical reality from behind the screen. The digital space hums with the electric energy of unseen triumph, a testament to unseen power. The lulsec chat room pulsates in a digital space, a stark contrast to the chaotic interfaces of Anonymous. Sabu's username dominates the screen, bold and prominent, a beacon of digital authority. His fingers fly across the keyboard with rapid, surgical precision, lines of code a deadly ballet. He orchestrates attacks, swift and targeted, his digital commands echoing through the virtual ether. In the ominous darkness of a server room, a digital onslaught begins, lines of code flickering with malevolent intent. The screen glitches violently, a harbinger of the impending digital chaos. Servers spark and smoke, their vital signs fading under the relentless assault. Network maps on the screens bleed from red to black, signifying total system collapse. Data streams, once vibrant with life, vanish into the digital ether, leaving an eerie void. The brutal digital carnage concludes, leaving behind a chilling silence, a testament to the destruction. The official CIA website, a bastion of digital authority, glows on a screen, stark and imposing. A sudden flicker, a digital tremor, washes over the screen, hinting at an unseen force at play. The screen goes dark, a void consuming the image, leaving only a chilling silence. A new page loads, slowly revealing the distinctive, taunting logo of LulzSec, a digital sneer. The audacious attack is palpable, a brazen digital middle finger to the establishment, a new era dawning. The LulzSec logo stands as a symbol of rebellion, a stark challenge to the digital giants. In a dimly lit apartment, Hector Xavier Monsegur, known as Sabu, hunches over a desk, bathed in the eerie glow of multiple computer monitors. The screens illuminate his face, revealing the heavy burden of unseen struggles etched into his weary features. Tangled wires snake across the floor, a chaotic web connecting his array of blinking computer equipment. This modest apartment, far removed from his digital fame, seems to be his entire world. He glances towards an adjacent room, where the faint sounds of his two nieces offer a stark contrast to his powerful online persona. The real-world responsibilities of family ground him, a silent anchor in his tumultuous digital existence. Two FBI agents, impeccably dressed, stand at the doorway, their presence a chilling omen in the night. One agent gently raps on the door, the sound echoing like a death knell in the silence. Inside, a cold dread seizes me, my face draining of color as the gravity of my mistake dawns. The realization hits hard. I logged in without masking my IP, an irreversible error with dire consequences. Inside Sabu's apartment, the FBI agents stand over him, their faces grim, casting long shadows. They lay out the harsh reality. 12 federal charges, each word a heavy stone. Years in prison loom, a dark specter, threatening to steal his future. The fate of his nieces hangs in the balance, a desperate plea in the silent air. In a secret courtroom, the air crackles with palpable tension, thick and suffocating. Hector stands before the judge, his shoulders slumped, a figure of utter defeat. His gaze is cast down, unable to meet the weight of judgment. The room is hushed, every breath, every rustle, amplified by the oppressive silence. A single word, heavy with resignation, escapes his lips. Guilty to all 12 charges. In a digital realm, Hector, known as Sabu, types with furious intensity, his fingers a blur across the keyboard. Lines of code and chat logs scroll rapidly across his screen, bathed in a cold, digital glow. He orchestrates operations, his words inspiring and leading unseen followers in this intricate dance of trust and deception. A deep, agonizing undercurrent of betrayal gnaws at him with every keystroke, feeding information to federal agents. In the FBI surveillance room, the night is illuminated by the soft, cold glow of countless monitors. FBI agents, their faces etched with intense focus, watch as endless data streams across their screens. Every keystroke, every hushed conversation of Hector is meticulously recorded, a digital shadow. Real-time intercepted communications flood the screens as agents meticulously build cases against Hector's unwitting associates. In Chicago, the dawn breaks with a terrifying crash as officers burst into Jeremy Hammond's room, his eyes wide with shock. Simultaneously, in London, a young man is roughly awakened, his face a mask of confusion. Across Doncaster, another figure is pulled from sleep, disbelief etched onto his features. Throughout Ireland, a series of abrupt awakenings unfold, each man's identity laid bare. A synchronized montage reveals a dawn of apprehension, faces contorted in shock and disbelief. The quiet of early morning shatters as young men are roused from their beds, their lives irrevocably changed. The anonymous chat room is a digital maelstrom, a chaotic landscape of flickering text and distorted avatars. The word traitor flashes incessantly across every platform, a relentless and searing accusation. A myriad of masked figures. The collective visibly reels from the shock of betrayal. Their digital masks, usually stoic, now convey a palpable mix of shock and unbridled anger. In the stale air of a prison visiting room, Jeremy Hammond sits, hollow-eyed, a phone pressed to his ear. Across the thick glass, a visitor listens, their face a mask of intense focus, absorbing Jeremy's every word. Jeremy's voice, heavy with betrayal, reveals a shocking truth. Sabu, he wasn't just an informant. His words, a gut punch, echo. He was the one who suggested Stratfor. He led us there. Hector Monsegur emerges from the courthouse, a ghost of his former self. eyes downcast, a free man burdened by an invisible weight. The bustling crowd parts around him, oblivious to the silent turmoil etched on his face. Sunlight seems to recoil from his path, casting him in perpetual shadow. He merges with the urban flow, a solitary figure lost in the anonymity of the city. Each step carries the unspoken confession of his past actions, a heavy, silent burden. The world moves on, yet Hector remains trapped in a moment of his own making. The digital void shimmers with an ethereal, unsettling glow, a canvas of pure, unblemished light. Suddenly, iconic Guy Fawkes masks materialize, multiplying across the endless digital landscape like an unstoppable tide. Each mask is a silent promise, a symbol of defiance, spreading against a backdrop of shimmering code and data streams. A lone, defiant mask stands stark against the digital abyss, poised and ready to strike again, as the chilling voice echoes, "You cannot kill an idea.